Independent Advisory Council, our role.
The Independent Advisory Council is actually set up under the NDIS legislation. The legislation actually outlines who is on the council and also its functions and responsibilities. It makes it very clear that the membership of the council should be advantage to people with disability. The main function of the Independent Advisory Council is to ensure that the lived experience of the participant, their family and carers guides the operation of the scheme. We do this in a number of ways. Firstly, the board is able to ask advice from the council, but equally importantly, the council is also able to provide advice directly to the board on key matters.
So as a member of the Independent Advisory Council, I feel I can be the voice of people with intellectual disabilities in the NDIS. It's very important that people with intellectual disabilities have a say in the NDIS. I think it's very important that the NDIA listen to the council's advice, as we have a lot of experience and knowledge in the disability sector, and we bring lived experience of people with disabilities.
It is an incredibly important role that they play, providing fiercely independent advice to the board, and it's advice that we really value. It's been an immense privilege to be the NDIA chair since the beginning of 2017. During that time, the number of participants in the scheme has grown from around 32,000 to well over 400,000 today. It's an enormous evolution of the scheme, and the Independent Advisory Council has grown with it. It reflects both the evolution of the scheme and also the change in leadership of the Independent Advisory Council that we've had across that time. And now we're really trying to take the NDIS back to its fundamental roots, and we really immensely value the input we're getting from the Independent Advisory Council in that regard.
The Independent Advisory Council performs a number of other very important functions. It is an incredibly powerful source of advice to the board, but also to staff members within the agency. The expertise it can bring to a number of very complex areas, and to ensure that the voice of people with lived experience and their family and carers continue to drive the scheme. I also see council members as being very important role models of advocates for people with disability. I personally am very strongly supportive of the principal member being a person with disability. The members of the council are in a very important position and are able to advocate for a number of very critical areas of reform, such as more employment for people with disability and more opportunities to contribute within the community more generally.
I work for Speak Out Tasmania, running self-advocacy groups. I bring the feedback that I hear from these groups to the council and to the Intellectual Disability Reference Group. I have worked with teams in the NDIA to help understand the issues for people with intellectual disabilities and how to make the scheme better for us. We work hard to make sure that our advice makes positive change to the NDIS and participants.
For more information, visit www.ndis-iac.com.au or email advisorycouncil@ndis.gov.au.